Hello, this is Power Booster. One of the most reassuring truths in Scripture is that God listens when His children call on Him. Psalm 34 and verse 4 declares, I sought the Lord and He heard me. In these few words, David captures the essence of prayer, divine attentiveness, and God's response. Notice the first phrase, I sought the Lord. Seeking the Lord is more than uttering a quick prayer in passing. It means turning your hearts fully toward Him, setting aside distractions and human solutions, and coming honestly in prayer. To seek the Lord is really an act of humility, recognizing that He alone has the wisdom, the power, and the answer to what you need. The next phrase is equally powerful. He heard me. The God who created the universe, who sustains all life, bends His ear to hear the cries of His children. This is not the hearing of mere awareness. It is the hearing of attention, love, and readiness to act. It doesn't mean to hear and ignore, but to hear and respond. We can feel unheard in life. Our voices can be drowned out by the noise of this world, or a pain overlooked by others. But the Lord promises that when we seek Him sincerely, He hears. He doesn't only hear, but also acts. And His hearing isn't just something that He does and leaves you alone. His hearing is personal, intimate, and full of care. This verse reminds us that seeking God is never in vain. Perhaps you have prayed for something and felt as though heaven is silent. But Scripture shows us that every genuine cry reaches the ears of the Father. His answer may come in ways you do not want. Most of the times is yes. Sometimes He responds after a period of waiting, and other times He says no for your own good, but strengthens you to endure the situation, like Apostle Paul. But He never ignores His children. What fear weighs on your heart today? What situation seems overwhelming? The psalmist gives a clear invitation. Seek the Lord. Seek Him through prayer and worship. Speak to Him as a child would speak to his loving Father, and trust that when He hears you, He will respond. For you know what? He will. And believe that He will, even when feelings suggest otherwise. Let this promise sink deep into your spirit today. The God who reigns over all creation not only hears you, but He also cares enough to respond. Your situation is not too great for Him. Your problem is not too small either. When you seek Him, He will hear and He will respond. I'm Stephen Holford, and this is your Power Booster.